today. Chipper. I'm about to throw him in the back. We are playing COD. So, got that. We got that going on. Ooh! Tiger Shark Mark II. Wait, what is this? What is that? Okay, and how I have 11 hours to try to get to 45 crates. Guys, we gonna be grinding because that gun looks sick. We're gonna grind out 45 crates. And we get grind too. That's hilarious. Well, stories about middle school. We're gonna start. They're kind of good, kind of not. They're kind of interesting though, so I'm gonna go to party chat because I guarantee nobody in game chat wants to hear. There's some. Hello. I was talking about how I am live streaming and I was gonna be telling stories about my middle school because they got kind of crazy. It's called, the stream name is called Telling Stories about my first year of 6th grade, and my YouTube channel is Waywith3 with almost 130 subs. Yeah, I'm just telling like middle school stories. They're kind of interesting. I had to go into a lockout one year. We heard like 5 or 6 shots when I was on the bus when I was. No, it's Wayway3. Yeah, that's the YouTube channel. It's Wayway3. Okay, so I'm gonna actually start off with the first story. What I was just talking to that one guy about. Um, it's 6th grade, probably start of the year. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. It was probably August or September, one of those areas. And it's the beginning of the school year, you know. I watched my first fight happen second day of school. It's nothing new. I go to ghetto school, I like to say. There's gonna be fights, you know. Well, let me just tell you about the fight first. So, I'm over here walking out. I'm about to go to the bus. I love walking out to the bus alone, you know, like, I hate walking with the actual teacher to get on the bus. You know, you walk outside all by yourselves, you're walking with a few friends, you're having a conversation. I like that. I absolutely hate, walking out with a teacher or such as an instructor with you. I just think it's kinda gay. Because they really think you're gonna run for some random house, you know. They don't. Teachers just don't like trusting the kids in elementary school. Well, it's about 6th grade, obviously, like 2 months into the school year, and this fight happens. It all started because apparently they were arguing about some guy that they were dating, you know, just from the summer break, but it got brought up. It was nothing new. They fought. They got suspended. Nothing new. So not a big fight. That's why I'm not really gonna talk more into it. I got more interesting stories though. Let's talk about this lockout that happened 3 months into the school. Well, so I walked out to the bus. I'm talking to my friends, having a fantastic day. You know, I just got an A on my test, so I'm feeling amazing. And all of a sudden, I walk on to the bus. You know, I'm sitting here for maybe 5 minutes, and we hear shots. We hear boom, 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 like a pistol just go off. 5 rounds. And apparently there was a guy down the street shooting at police. Instead of the bus that's metal, that's probably bulletproof to the gun that he was shooting, instead of them driving the bus off, you know, just driving the bus to the destination, we had to go back into the school, which I kind of think is gay. I think that's what they should test now, see how bulletproof a bus is. Because that would be cool, you know. They really do that test, and then you can tell. So this guy, obviously, down the street. The only reason why is there's kids that walk by that area and they don't want them they don't want the guy bringing the stuff into the building, obviously. They don't want kids bringing the stuff into the building. So they decide to just call it a day. We had to go into the lockout for 4 hours. Not knowing what's happening. We hit the news and everything. Our whole school will hit the news. But we went in a lockout for 4 hours. What really happened was he shot at the police. They thought he had hostages when really he just went in there. He was a California kidnapper. He's been getting hunted down for a while. But he was cornered. He didn't want to go to jail, so he shot himself. So we were in lockout for 4 hours to a guy that shot himself. That's one of the lockout stories. Second story happened in a fight wherein a kid pulled out a gun in a fight and all hell broke loose. He never fired any shots, but apparently it was just on his waistband. That's what I was thinking. And he showed it to a kid. Cops went crazy. Hold up. Yeah, so cops went crazy and everything. Our school cop, all I'm hearing is, I'm walking to the bus. All I hear is, he has a gun, he has a gun. Me being myself, I hear that and I run. I look at the cop. I look at my school cop and he has his hand on his pistol. Because apparently they let school cops carry pistols in the school. Because they had to trust that cop. Which I get. The part that I kinda don't get is security guards can't have tasers. The only things they can have is their hands and mace. But cops get to carry a gun in the school. When they say no gun policy, you know, for adults, you know, you walk in and you can't legally carry in a school building. But that officer can. And at the moment, I was very happy he was carrying. It was just a normal fight. That's what it turned out to be. You know, kids gathered around and it was a normal fight, like usual. You know, not my first. It wasn't my first, but it was the beginning of the year. So, and this all happened. I heard from a kid that he seen while he walked out. The cop used a little bit too much force. Obviously, had a weapon and everything, but the guy slammed him against the glass, and I heard the loud thump, you know, from the glass door. So I'm like, yeah, that happened.
It's as good as ours. Keep it tight by the numbers. Losing
everything. The school is great. Like, I'm telling you these stories. You're like, oh my god, it's a bad school. No, it's not. The teachers are amazing. I love the teachers. Like my 6th grade teachers, they love everybody. But when something like that happens, and it's just not in my area, it's like all over. So like, don't take this to somebody and be like, oh, so this is happening in middle school now? Oh, I'm gonna homeschool my kid. Yeah, don't worry. I'm 13 and 13, so I'm decent. You know? Alright. Well, and plus when you have somebody like me using the outlaw, it's kinda difficult. Same here.
Capture the objectives.
So like I was saying, don't go to your parents and say, oh, this is what happens in middle schools. It's not what happens in middle schools, it's just the kids that are stupid, you know. They break into a gun safe at their homes and everything, and they think it's okay to, or they just find the key. Like, it's not even, to be honest, it's not their fault. You know? It's really not. It's just really not. People go to their teachers and they're like, oh my god, you know, this school's so bad and everything. Why do you let it be like that? One, if I'm a administrator when I grow up and I have a parent like that, one, what I'm gonna say if like after like a kid brings a gun to school and I'm explaining to them why they got expelled, what I'm gonna say? I'll be like, yo parents, if your kid knows where the key is to your gun safe, or you're, and you know your kid likes to brag, and you hear your kid say, oh, my dad has a gun, you know, and it's blah blah blah, it's right here and there.
Net call. Hostile dart operating.
You just have to keep an eye on that freaking kid. You keep an eye on the kid. You know, and you don't know what's gonna happen. You know, maybe he's depressed and you don't know about it. But that's exactly what I'm gonna tell a parent. And even if administrators are watching this and everything, I'm telling this for technically school safety reasons.
Securing Bravo.
Kids are too scared nowadays to snitch because, you know, they might live in an area like if you snitch you get shot or something like that.
Bravo
But they don't
locked
want to say if a kid has a gun. They don't want to say if somebody or blah 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 has a gun in his backpack. They're too scared that they think they're gonna die when they go home because they're thinking that they're gonna get shot or something.
Establish UAV data link.
They are that terrified. So, family, friends, just keep your stuff locked up. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all you need to know. That's all you know is keep your stuff put up. If, like I said, if you keep your stuff put up, yep, the worst stuff that comes up is half the time they are not, like, half the time if you trust your kid, if your kid's like telling your friends like, hey, you know, there might be a gun in my house, but it doesn't mean, like, if he's trying to teach the kids, if they're trying to teach younger kids about gun safety and everything, let them talk about it. I have parents, you know, when I'm talking to their random kid about gun safety, you know, let's say if they're 8 or 9, they're gonna need to learn someday. I started off when getting gun safety when I was like 4. They're gonna need to learn, because what if they find a gun on the, like, out in the country and everything? They have no adults around for like miles maybe. They're out riding their dirt bike. They need to learn how to clear it. They need to learn how to
Losing Charlie.
leave it where it is and everything. Because I guarantee you, if a city kid from my area find a gun, they're picking it up, and God knows what they're gonna be doing with it. You know?
Taking Charlie. Securing
This
A.
is like mostly,
Losing
I want to say, kind of a story video, kind of a gun safety video, because, like,
C locked down.
I don't care what my, like, I'm gonna, thank you. Oh, what a positive guy. I like it a lot on the other team. I don't care what y'all say, like, it's gun safety. It's something they need to know. Damn, dude, right when my kid is able to talk in just a sentence, you know, like, that's when I'm teaching him. So, like, 3 or 4, that's when I'm taking him out and I'm gonna buy him a little Cricket 22 rifle, and I'm gonna teach him about stuff, because they need to learn. They need to learn just like us, you know? And if they don't learn, worst things happen is they pull the trigger because they think that's how they clear it, and they shoot and kill somebody. Like,
Goals are in sight.
have you seen that one video of that little girl killing her gun instructor? Like, because she was shooting an Uzi at a young age. Like, stuff happens, and it's not the greatest, but you just have to teach kids,
Losing
I
Bravo.
think, and younger they are, the better they learn. That's the way I like to go by it. Because some parents don't believe that, which I totally do get that. But it's true, dude. Younger they are, the better they learn. The better they learn, you know?
AO pacified.
Thank you, dude.
Government
Thanks
forces
for being
taking
positive. I went 34-25. I think I could have gone better. I was watching this. I was watching this guy in the. It's way 3. It's. I have a face cam too. Yeah, WAY 3. Did I get your friend request mid game? Oh yeah, I got that 14 minutes ago. Accept that right now. Wally, hey, good boy. Like I was saying, start young. Jesus. Jeez. Somebody's mic glitched out and it just ear raped me to the point where I almost died. Ah. Grind to 45 crates, by the way. So, an attack choppers. The VMP and the micro, a 9mm. But holy, dude, that ear rape, absolutely. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't. But, like I was saying, let's talk a little bit more about this because it's important. Parents, you keep your guns locked up and everything? Wanna know what happens? They don't get a hold of them.
What's the job?
I know I have friends where their dad, you know, has a firearm in the house. Mm. They lock their.
Barebones team deathmatch.
They just don't know how to lock their guns up. You know, like
Identify and destroy.
I have kids that tell me, like, my friends that I hang out with outside. They tell me like, hey, if you're gonna come inside my house, just know my parent does have a firearm in the house. I'm like,
We're winning this.
I see why they tell me that, but they don't physically need to. Because if there was an emergency situation when I was there, I think they would warn me like, hey, stuff's about to go down, get ready and everything. This team's not the greatest. You're working on no attachments? I feel you, dude. Kinda. It's your last camo? These people aren't the greatest. Oh, I'm lagging. I say that, then I died. I'm 4-1. How many subs do you have? Yeah. 5.2K? 5.2K? I'll back you up, dude. Yeah.
We're behind.
Bro, I lag like here and there when I'm streaming, and it kind of sucks. But I just shot a guy through a teammate, and I'm not hitting any. There you go. Yeah, I have 2 of them tagged. Hmm. Alright, another story about first year middle school, something crazy that happened. You know, middle school, they have a thing called a drug dog that comes in and walks your school. You know, maybe every 2 or 3 months they just try to surprise you. They don't really give you the exact date because they want to try to catch those kids that really brings the narcotics or something, you know, that they have in the school. So it's a casual day, and the kid that had the stuff was actually in my class at the time. It was, I want to say 3-4. Nah, it was 5-6 period. And I had reading lit, and it was English. The kid, let's just say his name was Nathaniel. He was being pretty freaking dumb. He had probably, there's probably 5 or 8 cops just lined up, you know, like, dude, there was a lot of them just coming in like crazy. And then this guy gets pulled out of his chair aggressively. He gets thrown against the locker because you can hear it. My teacher's like, what the hell is going on? Apparently that was the kid who, you know, had the stuff. But this is just my school. It's not everywhere. I need to focus up though. My KD's pretty low.
Hostile UAV circling.
I have a 0 point. My KD is like a 0.75 right now. I'm pretty sure it's not the greatest. I'm trying to get that higher, and also trying to get the Prestige 5 somewhere by January. I'm Prestige 4 right now. What grade are you in, dude? I'm in 7th grade. 13 years old. Then can I hit my shot? There, finally. I'm like, can I please hit my shots? I'm hard scoping, like. I thought I was just about to get texted by like maybe a teacher or something. Maybe you know, like this is the only thing. I'm kind of scared to make this live stream about telling stories about our school because they think, oh my god, you're putting a bad rep on our school. No, the hell am I not. It's just telling, like, the main reason I want to do this video is like gun safety. It's kind of important, and it just doesn't affect on kids. Adults might know everything, but they might not watch their gun safe here and there. I know when I'm older, I'm watching my stuff like a mother trucker, you know, like I'm watching it. Like if I'm in the room, it's right next to me. Alright, like I said, that's gonna be it for tonight. I love you. Stay safe. And see ya.